Russell Wilson reportedly unhappy with the Seattle Seahawks? What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. And here to talk about this story, if you will, which is quite interesting. And I'm going to talk about it and dive into the details. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so already. Make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. Links is always down below. And make sure you have the bell icon turned on so you know when I post a new video. So make sure you do all that. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so this is a pretty new development here in terms of the story. And please don't think it's clickbait, because I'm not out here telling you guys, oh my God, Russell Wilson wants out, he's going to get traded from the Seahawks. No, all right? You haven't even heard me out yet. Relax, okay? What we're talking about is Russell Wilson, talking to reporters, going on, media shows like the Dan Patrick Show, and kind of sensing his frustration with what's happening with the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, so a couple of things that were interesting. He came on the Dan Patrick Show, and Dan Patrick asked him, if, he has say in personnel decisions with the Seattle Seahawks. And Russell Wilson, obviously, we know he's a very classy guy. He loves giving you the PR, QB, typical QB answer, right? And so he danced around it, and Dan Patrick, held his feet to the fire and said, Russ, you're not answering my question. And he basically said, not really, okay, in a way, and I'm paraphrasing here. And also, Dan Patrick asked him how he felt about the fact that Russell Wilson's the most sacked quarterback, I believe, since he entered the league. And obviously, Russell Wilson said he's not happy about that, and he talked about the fact that, he wants to play in this league for 10 to 15 more years, and so that can't be happening. Okay, and so essentially what's been stemming here from what Russell Wilson said and what's been coming out from other reports, like, I've seen some reports on Twitter saying Russell Wilson's camp is very unhappy with the lack of protection that Russell Wilson has received, right? The Seahawks O-line over the years has been a sieve. They've literally been awful. Russell Wilson's gotten hit a lot. And so all of this is just, I feel like, building up here. Again, not saying Russell Wilson's going to ask out or anything like that from the Seahawks. He's too classy of a guy. He's too good. He's too loyal. But I do believe what we're seeing here is a trickle-down effect from the Deshaun Watson trade request. Folks, I believe we're entering a new era in the NFL in terms of player empowerment. Okay? Deshaun Watson signaling his trade request and submitting it was unprecedented territory. You just don't get a quarterback that good, that young, at that level to go ahead and ask out and potentially be available for teams. And so what you'll see now is, again, I'm not saying Russell Wilson's going to do this, but what you'll see is quarterbacks will start to realize they have more power than people think. And please pay attention to the fact that I'm only talking about quarterbacks here, because we've had running backs hold out, right? We've had Le'Veon Bell. We've had guys like that, Melvin Gordon hold out. It's not about running backs. It's about the most valuable position in football, which is quarterbacks. And I believe quarterbacks are going to realize, hey, listen, this franchise is nothing without me right now. And so it's time for me to start making my demands to say about things that I do or don't like. Right? So if I don't have enough protection, I'm sure Patrick Mahomes probably gave the Chiefs an earful about the offensive line, And so quarterbacks are going to understand that. And if the teams can't fix that, quarterbacks might ask out. And I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson did it. And now I believe he might have set the precedent for the next guy to ask out. All right? We don't want, and I'm actually happy about this, we don't want Matt Stafford, a very talented quarterback, to waste pretty much his entire career on a team like Detroit because they're a terrible organization and can't build around him, right? I want guys to go to teams that are talented, with teams that can actually build and surround him with other talent, right? So I'm so happy Matt Stafford was finally able to go to a team like the Rams with plenty of talent, a great coach, and he's going to be a great fit there. So to me, this Russell Wilson story really isn't about Russ, because, again, I don't think anything's going to happen. There's no way Seattle obviously lets him go, and there's no way I believe Russell Wilson, being as classy and loyal of a guy to that team, wants out. This is just, for me, about kind of the trickle effect that is going to have across the league with other quarterbacks, okay? We're not going to have any more of these situations where guys are just wasting their careers 10 to 15 years on one team, and those teams haven't done anything to help the quarterbacks. They're surrounded with anything, nothing like that. So that's really what this is all about. So don't get your hopes up thinking Russell Wilson's available, but him speaking up, and Russ is a guy, again, like I said, very classy, very soft-spoken. For Russ to speak up, you know the Seahawks messed up, all right? So there were reports, too, that teams are inquiring. Obviously, the Seahawks probably hung up the phone quicker than anything that they could do. And, again, nothing's going to happen with Russ, but this is going to have a trickle-down effect. So let me know what you guys think about that, about the theory here. Am I crazy? Am I not? Leave a comment down below if you agree with me or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.